So today I wanted to start off with saying the cameraman is acting up. Today, welcome to the vegan, I'm going to start over. Hey there, and welcome to another edition of the Vegan Boomer Babe, where it's never too late to go vegan. My husband and I just passed our 2-year anniversary of being vegan, and we love everything about our health and the flavors and just great food. So today I'm going to be doing a Southwestern tofu scramble. I have never been a fan of tofu scrambles because many tofu scrambles have curry powder in them, and I don't care for curry powder. So I really love this version because it's a great hearty mix that you can use. You could eat this for breakfast, you could have it for lunch. It makes a big pan full, so I usually package it up and use it. I take it to work for my lunches during the week. So I'm going to get us started right now. I have our pan heating, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm sure my pan is piping hot because, as we all see, I'm not the best with this little stove. I'm going to add a little bit of chopped onion, 1 large chopped onion that I've already chopped. You'll see that it's pretty good sized chunks. I think it's nice to have a nice hearty, I like big pieces in here. I have a Poblano pepper chopped up. I have a red pepper chopped up. And I have a jalapeno pepper chopped up, and I have a box of baby bella mushrooms also chopped up. So quite a lot of vegetables go in here, so it is really a nice, hearty, and satisfying meal. So this is going to saute for about 10 minutes or so. We just want to get all of these vegetables just nicely browned, and just, you know what else we need to add? Garlic. I have 3 cloves of garlic. I was wondering where the smell was. I mean, it smells good, but nothing like that smell of garlic. So I'm going to add the 3 cloves of garlic in here, and then we're going to let all of this saute together and get nice and blended. There we go. 3 cloves. Okay. And this is going to be much better with the garlic. I am going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. Not much, because this is really going to get a lot of spices. This is going to be a super spicy combo. So just a little bit here just to flavor these veggies as they saute. There we go. Now we've got it going on. It looks beautiful, very colorful. You could add orange peppers or yellow if you wanted to add a little extra color here. But we are adding a lot of other things to this once this sautés. So while this is sautéing, I do have here a bowl of spices that I've already mixed together. I have in here, I have a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of black salt. And there's another name for black salt. It's called Kala Namak. I think that's how you say it. This is a really great spice to add to tofu to kind of give it an eggy smell. It has a little bit of a sulfur smell to it. Some people don't care for it. I think it's really good in here, so I did add a teaspoon of that. I have a teaspoon of turmeric. I have a teaspoon of garlic powder. I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and I have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So a lot of flavors, a lot of Southwestern flavors that are going to flavor our tofu scramble, but I'm going to set that aside for now, and I'm going to start crumbling my tofu. Now, I know that there are many people that when they are going to, I have a block of high protein tofu. I buy this at Whole Foods. It's a super firm. I like the high protein because I just like the extra protein in it. But I have my tofu in a tofu press. You know, I got some pepper. A little bit of the jalapeno. Let me back up. So the jalapenos seem to get to me. Okay, jalapenos, they get me every time. So I have a block of tofu here in my tofu press. There are a lot of people who are all about putting books on top of their tofu and frying pans. I have my little tofu press, which I do love. It has two little spinny things, and it presses it down. I usually press it over the sink so that it drains right into the sink, and you'll notice that when it comes out of the press, then I usually get some paper towels and I just blot it with some paper towels so it's nice and dry. And let me give this a little stir very, very carefully so I don't breathe in the jalapeno peppers, because they just, there we go. Staying back. Okay, so I have a bowl here, and I'm going to just crumble this up. Now, I'm not going to crumble it too small. I want it to be kind of hearty. I like a nice hearty lunch or breakfast, so I'm going to break it into pieces, but not crumbs. So I'm just going to break it into chunks. And after this sautés just a little bit longer, I'm going to add the tofu chunks, some black beans, and all of those spices. So stick around, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, this is looking really good. Smells delicious. And I'm going to add to this, I'm going to add our crumbled tofu. And I'm going to also add 1 can of rinsed and drained black beans. And then I'm going to add all of our flavors. Remember, this was chili powder, cumin, black salt, turmeric, garlic powder, nutritional yeast, and smoked paprika. So I'm just going to sprinkle this over top of this. And I'm just going to give it a stir and just blend these flavors all around. So this is really a huge array of flavors, but no curry. I'm also going to add a little bit of lime juice to this, just to give it that little extra Southwestern. So I have about 1/3 of a lime here. I'm just going to put that in, just give it a squeeze of lime juice. And I'm gonna let this heat up for about 5 minutes or so. So we'll be right back. Okay, so this is heated through. So after we added the tofu and the beans, and that little bit of lime juice, I really just am warming it all up and just letting these flavors all blend together. And it smells really, really delicious. So you can see this made a lot. Now this was just 1 package of tofu, and it just makes like I'm gonna say 4 or 5 servings here. So I'm gonna give this a little taste and see how it is. Just taste all the flavors. Now, the way that I usually like to serve this, maybe a little bit of cilantro on top, maybe some sliced avocado or diced, a little sriracha goes, I Sriracha makes everything delicious, but I'm gonna taste it just like this. Then on the fork. Very delicious. This is a hearty breakfast, a hearty lunch, super simple to make, and really it refrigerates well and reheats well. So I hope you'll give this a try. It is one of my favorite recipes. It's kind of pretty low calorie, I think. There's really not anything high calorie in this, so this is a nice, satisfying, filling, and healthy lunch or breakfast. So thanks for joining me today. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my kitchen again real soon. Thanks.